today, to end this wonderful day, we would like to welcome all Margaux Vranken. Please, a big round of applause for her. So, Margaux is a pianist, composer, and singer born in Brussels, Belgium, sharing a master's degree in jazz performance and pedagogy from the Royal Conservatory of Brussels. She performed at the Sounds Jazz Club in Brussels with her band Pinto and brought the original soundtrack of the documentary Les
Libertaires.
Yes. In September 2017, she moved here to Boston to study at the Global Jazz Institute at Berkeley. And she, let me see, with the support of the Belgian non-profit organization Foundation Spes Bourse Vocation, she also was part of the Amsterdam trip when we went to the conservatory and did this wonderful project with Van Gogh paintings. And also would like to plug your recital tonight. Is that on?
It's
right?
It's totally right. 7 p.m. 1A. Be there, be square.
Yeah. Please clap for Margaux.
Thank you very much, everyone. Thank you so much first to stay until the end of the day. I know it's a long day for everyone. Thank you so much for staying here. It means a lot. And also, I'm going to do my best to express myself very clearly in my condition right now. So let's go. So this year was really special because I was working on 2 different projects. The first one was writing for strings. So this is something I really enjoy to do. And I've been starting to write for strings like 4 years ago at the Royal Conservatory of Brussels. So this is a kind of a continuity in my compositional work, if I can say that. And I really wanted to, write for strings this year too, and to do a collaboration with Berkeley musicians. So this is really like a Berkeley project. You'll see it later in the video. And I decided to write 4 tunes because I knew we had like a limited time of recording, which is actually amazing to have free time of recording. Thank you so much, Berkeley and the Global Jazz Institute. So I just wanted to write for strings. And what are my influences? Well, I'm from Europe, Belgium, Brussels. So obviously, like my childhood was like, I learned music with the European classical music and the solfège and a lot of very interesting composers. But also, I'm a huge fan of the pop and rock music in general, like the Beatles or Stevie Wonder, Michael Jackson. These guys, I love them. And I also really love jazz, obviously. And a lot of musicians have been recording and playing with strings, such as this list right there. I'm not going to name everyone. And you should check it out. It's really wonderful. So this whole mix of influences inspired me to write those 4 new tunes. The first one is mainly inspired by classical music with a strong focus on piano. The second one is like a ballad, really airy, and like there's a lot of space, and it features the wonderful Aidan Lombard on trumpet. Then there's What a Day with beautiful lyrics by Farah Malek and the purpose, celebration of life and music, basically, with also super beautiful lyrics by Farai. So this is really a collaboration between actually my music and the people I love to play with and the people I love. So that was a really wonderful experience. First one is a fuga in F minor. So it's a 16-bar phrase that repeats throughout the piece. It's inspired by Baroque music, so basically Bach, one of my influences. And there's a moving bass line that evolves with the melody in this piece. So I'm going to play for you a tune by Bach. It's a prelude in F minor, if I remember. So just you see where I come from. The main inspiration. So sorry, it hurts to stop back. I know, but there is a clear conversation between the left hand and the right hand. I wanted to have a little bit of. I wanted to put that in the music. So basically, you have here the melody of my tune with the bass line. So it's like an ascending bass line, and the melody is like kind of responding to it. There's less movement, but the idea is there. I think I have the music here. To be continued tonight, 7 p.m. Second tune, I have to move on because I have 2 projects to present. There is a lot of material. Second tune is Opening, it's a ballad basically, and it's inspired by one of my favorite pieces of music ever in the universe, this one. So you see, that's the spirit. Very, very dramatic. So what I did is, once again, a moving bass line. I used the note of G major, sharp 4. No, yes, no, whatever. G major and D major mixed together, so a very bright thing. And that's really the basic thing of the song, and the melody is based on the bass line, so it came after. Where is the music? Here. So that was the 8 bars. That's it. I really have to move on. Third tune is What a Day. I really wanted to write a song like inspired by the Great American Songbook repertoire, because I really love those standards, especially songs written by Cole Porter. And Aidan told me it sounded kind of like Night and Day in the spirit. So lyrics by Faraya. Thank you so much for your beautiful lyrics on this. And I will just play the theme. If there is music. Wait. Oh oui, mais oui, en fait.
What a day is today to fall in love. the things that we could share and know. Even if it's not with you, I'm ready now to embrace love this time. But part of me hopes it be with you, because I hear the call of love.
Once again, to be continued tonight. Please come, 7 p.m. And the last song of the first project is called Purpose. And I just wanted to do a really big party celebration about music and how it can connect people together. And also thank you, Faraya, for the lyrics. And yeah, that's it. I think I can move on to the video because you'll hear a little bit of Purpose in the video because I see the...
When I look out into the world.
Yes, it's going to be in the video too. So that's it. So the video is really the the final product of this project. I really wanted to present with who I was working, what were my sources of inspiration, and my daddy, who's in the audience, made an amazing job putting everything together. Thank you so much. He flew from Belgium to witness this moment. So that's that. Oui, je sais le volume.
Even if it's not with you, I'm ready now to embrace love this time. But part of me hopes it be with you, because I hear the call of love.
I remember when I was starting to play music when I was a teenager, I just really cared about the lyrics, the meaning of the songs, and that's the emotions I'm trying to convey with this project right now. I've been inspired by a lot of different influences. There's the classical European music, of course, because this is where I come from, because I grew up in Europe, in Belgium. But there is also the songs, because I used to listen to the Beatles, or to Michael Jackson or Stevie Wonder. This is just a mix of everything I love, and I hope I can just transmit this mix of influences to the audience.
Turn down my mic and turn up Farai, please, in our monitors.
Yes, let's go.
When I look out into the world, what I see, it's hard not to feel whole.
There is a song called Purpose, and it's about how music is important to me. How music can be a shelter, can always be a way to feel better, a way to just make things better in the world for yourself, for your friends, but also for your community.
When I look out into the world, what I see, it's hard not to feel hopeless. But the power of a song can give a moment of purpose.
I'm playing with musicians from Berkeley or from the Boston Conservatory, so this is really a Berkeley project, and the people I play with are my closest friends. It's a human and musical experience. Thank you so much. To be continued tonight, live performance with 11 people. It's going to be really fun. Please come be part of this really beautiful community with us. We're playing for you. And the second part of the project, I know I don't have much time, but I received a grant from Belgium. And first of all, why did I want to do a jazz workshop for kids? Because that was a project. I applied for a grant, and this was my project for the grant in Belgium. But basically, throughout the year, Berkeley Global Jazz Institute inspired me. A lot of super beautiful values, and I want to be now the person who can transmit those values to young people. Then hopefully the world will be a better place. And basically through music education and learning music in general, like being part of a community altogether, I think we can do something really, really, really nice and concrete. And seeing my friends traveling around the world to teach jazz and improvised music really inspired me to apply for this grant, to realize my own jazz workshop. So I'm going to do it. I'm going to start from scratch. It's going to be a lot of work, but it's going to be fun. And it's going to be for next summer in Belgium. And they're going to be like between 8 and 12 years old. And so that's just Fondation Vocatio, so the private organization that awarded me the grant. They give it to 16 people every year in Belgium. And yeah, I don't know, it's a 1-minute video. Let's go for it. It's just me explaining the project to Vocatio, actually. So that's what I sent. That's the video I sent to them.
Je m'appelle Margaux Vranken, j'ai 27 ans, et d'aussi loin que je m'en souvienne, la musique a toujours fait partie de ma vie. Je suis pianiste et compositrice, j'étudie au Berkeley Global Jazz Institute à Boston, et je joue principalement du jazz. Ce que j'aime dans cette musique, c'est son histoire et les valeurs qui en découlent. L'engagement, l'ouverture d'esprit, la curiosité, la créativité, la communication, la prise de risque, la notion de collectivité. Créer, c'est espérer. Créer, c'est explorer, c'est faire confiance à son imaginaire. Créer, c'est valoriser et écouter les émotions qui nous traversent, et c'est pouvoir les transmettre au public avec générosité et authenticité. Pour moi, le jazz est une musique sociale par essence, centrée sur l'expérience humaine. Le jazz s'est en effet développé dans un contexte de profonde injustice sociale. Transmettre cette musique aux plus jeunes, c'est les encourager à construire un avenir meilleur, une société plus juste. C'est croire en leur potentiel et c'est leur donner la possibilité de réaliser leurs rêves. J'utiliserai l'argent de la bourse Vocatio pour créer un stage de jazz pour les jeunes de 8 à 12 ans en été 2019 à Bruxelles. Il y aura des cours d'instruments, des cours d'ensemble et un concert à la fin de la semaine avec tous les stagiaires.
So, special thanks to Aaron for the voiceover. Yes. And so the goals of the workshop is really, it's like to introduce jazz music to kids. I'm not expecting them to improvise on a blues form by the end of the week, but it's just really to enjoy music together, to make them play an instrument every day, to make them write their own lyrics on songs, to make a concert with them, to give them the opportunity to see live jazz music, because hopefully I will be able to make a partnership with an existing jazz workshop in Belgium. And also to make connections with teenagers and grown-ups during this workshop. So, you know, it's intergenerational. It's super important for me, I mean, at least. And I still have to find and create partnerships with other cultural organizations in Belgium. I have to do a lot of things, but I'm there, I'm motivated, and I'm really willing to share my passion and knowledge and motivation with them. I want to thank a lot of people today. Danilo and Marco for believing in me and my music since the very beginning, since the interview in February 2017. My family for flying from Belgium, it's really crazy. Doug for being an amazing teacher and super inspiring musician, and Alan for his help throughout the year. All the faculty, Terry Lynn, John, Dave Liebman, Joe Lovano, really, really inspiring. And my friends here who did the project with me, I mean, this was a wonderful experience, and it's not over because tonight at 7 p.m. it's going to happen. Thank you so much.
Margaux. Yeah. Very good, very good. What's going on tonight again? Okay, we would like to start commenting.
So Margaux, congratulations. We didn't get to hear very much of the music, recorded music, but I will assure everyone that is fantastic. You did an amazing job on it, and we can hear it tonight at 7 p.m. in room 1A, the Burke Recital Hall. I don't remember a student, including many years of teaching graduate students, who is more organized, focused, and on every week on a project. You've been really, really impressively clear and organized and disciplined in achieving your goals. It's very impressive. Really, I think about the way that you came prepared to every advising appointment with new music written in perfect notation, very clear questions, very honest about what you weren't sure about, very sure of what you were sure about. And what it reminds me of is not a student, but professional composers that I've had the privilege of working with, like film composers in New York, and people like that. I mean, you are just extremely clear and well, as I said, organized, disciplined, and skilled in your writing. You have a lot of experience. You came to this with a lot of experience, but you grew a lot, I think, in the process as well. Also, you play really beautifully on this. It was very interesting to be in the studio with you and to see your leadership with a group of 11 people recording live takes of challenging, but very practical music. You really know how to write. You knew what was hard and what was not, what was too hard, what was just right for the situation. But you also were able to switch to being a spontaneous improviser in just a very fluid and mature, focused way that's quite rare. I just want to give you a lot of credit for all of these things. These aren't questions, they're statements.
Thank you.
Yeah, I don't have any questions, but I bet somebody else does. But congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
You sold me in. It's amazing to see. First of all, I want to congratulate everybody today.
Yes.
Because through the perspective of emotional connections that we have had, sometimes successful, sometimes not so successful, sometimes conflicting, sometimes disagreements. But what I'm really coming out of this today is everybody's perspective of music is very strong now. It's very clear. And you sold me in. The music, that purpose music is happening. That goes right to the core of the heart. And I can hear that thing, the unexpected is there. How do you rehearse the unknown? You now know that life is a collective, bunch of collective unexpected experiences that we can control. Mm-hmm. But that makes what we are, right? And I'm experiencing that in the music. And then when you would kill me with this piece of music, then you went into this, now we can do this concretely for you in the world. You saw me. Tell me when you're going to start this program, and I'm in 100%. And that's what music does for people, makes you believe that we are okay in the world. It's hopeful. And thank you for staying strong even during the most challenging times, which I know you went through. Yes, and I'm so proud of you because the music is speaking louder than anything. See, you can't talk about music. It's a mystery. But the mystery, you brought it in. I'm grateful to have been mentoring all of you cats. And blessings to you. Thank you.
Thank you.
First of all, congratulations on a very successful year. I second and agree with everything I've heard. I'm very happy to see how the work you've been doing will be continuing with the success of achieving this grant and what you'll be doing back home. And aside from the professionalism, which is wonderful, the one thing I'm so happy to hear with this music is how your spirit and your personality in its different facets comes through so clearly in the music. A lot of times people write music that's very interesting and is appealing in a lot of ways, but it's all of that, but I do love how your spirit comes through, and I'm so looking forward to what's going to be happening in the future. Yeah.
Thank you.
Margaux, thank you so much. It was a beautiful presentation and beautiful music. I'm just going to tie in with Doug said, the spirit of the music. You kind of embody spirit of music, and I can only be so happy for the kids that's going to be able to work with you. I wish I would be one of them. And 7 o'clock, okay.
Margaux, it would be great that you put a portfolio of this, and then there's a lot of classical crossover going on all over the world, and it would be very much interesting in a project like this, especially if you open spaces for them to improvise and all of that. So,
Yes.
we can talk about that.
Yes.
Margaux, I just want to do a very quick note. This is my perception hearing this music for the first time, and there's a romantic quality of it that I really enjoyed, and I think it's very courageous to write romantic music in this day and age, especially in this world of jazz. And I think, in a way, I really corroborate what they're saying about your spirit, and there seemed to have such a nice connection with the way you are. And one of the things I want to add that has not been said is that you have showcased so much gratitude this year and always have the word thank you in your mouth so many times. So I think I really heard that in the music today. Congratulations.
Thank you.